increasing the hosting capacity, or we can say here discuss 4 different approaches to prevent a distributed generation interfering with the ability of power system to fulfill its primary aim. 4 different approaches to prevent what? To prevent distributed generation interfering with the ability of a power system to fulfill its primary aim. What is the primary aim? Aim are related to the customer, that is reliability of supply, voltage quality and the tariff. First approach is we should not allow the distributed generation to be connected to the power system. Why? Because this is not a perfect solution, but it is a preferred solution. Okay, because example is here DG will cause a more environmental impact than the existing source of generation. But also the reason why we allow the distributed generation means because it has a number of important advantages. For example, environmental advantages. Second is a allow limited amount of distributed generation. First, we should not allow them to do not allow any distributed generation to be connected to the power system. Second approach is allow limited, not completely. Okay, allow limited amount of distributed generation. This limit is the amount that does not result in any acceptable, unacceptable adverse impact on the reliability or quality for other customers. A discussion on what is acceptable quality and reliability is important and may result in a higher hosting capacity. Second is a allow limited amount of distributed generation. Here next third one is allow unlimited amount of distributed generation. First one is do not allow, second is limited allow distributed generation, third one is allow unlimited. Okay, allow unlimited amount of DG but place strict requirement on the generation units. So you should generate this much, okay, like that, but place the strict requirement on the generation units. So this will include not only protection, okay, by doing strict requirement, this will include not only for the protection and for the control, but also the ability to quickly reduce or increase the production on a request. Okay, so it will include not only for the protection purpose and also for the control. Okay, but ability to quickly reduce or increase the production on request basis. So this approach accepts the need for the integration of new sources. So this approach will allow or it will accept the need for the integration of new sources of generation, but it shifts the cost to the generation owners. So new control concepts starting with power electronic control will have to be developed. So here what is the main part is new control concepts need to be considered. Starting with the power electronic control will have to be developed because we are allowing the new sources of generation, and here what it is allow unlimited amount of DG. Okay, so power electronic control will have to be developed. Also the development of new communication based concept such as smart grid and microgrid is very much important, very much driven by expected wide scale penetration of renewable sources of generation. Allow unlimited amount of DG without any requirement behind a small number of basic ones. Instead, it becomes the task of the network operator to ensure that quality and reliability remains within their acceptable limits. This is the fourth approach. Same third one. Okay, allow unlimited amount of DG without any requirement. There we have kept a strict requirement. Okay, here without any requirement behind a small number of basic ones. Okay, Instead, it becomes the task of the new operator to ensure that quality and reliability remain within their acceptable limits, because here we are not making any strict requirement on generation units. Okay, so here behind a small number of basic ones, so it becomes the task for the operator to maintain a quality and reliability within the acceptable limits. That is the fourth approach. So if they ask, define Austin capacity. Austin capacity is defined as the amount of new production, this is general amount of new production or consumption that can be connected to the grid without endangering the reliability or voltage quality for other customers.